Hey, everybody, I have a quick episode for you today. It's Saturday, and you're probably already planning to dial in your nutrition in 2025. Maybe build some muscle, lose some fat, or just get healthier. But what if you could also get paid for that, paid up to $50,000 to do what you were going to do anyway? Today, I am sharing details about something pretty exciting. MacroFactor is giving away $100,000 in prize money just for tracking your food and working toward your goals, which you should be doing anyway. And you know I don't do a lot of promotional episodes. I try not to. I definitely promote my own stuff. But I usually turn down most sponsorship opportunities because they don't align with what we do. But when the team at MacroFactor told me about their New Year's Transformation Challenge, and I've been an affiliate since just about day one when they launched. I use the app myself. My clients use it. I'm definitely Gaga fanboy for it. That I knew I had to share this challenge and the details behind it because it's the exact kind of thing that could help you kickstart your 2025 journey while using the best nutrition tracking app out there anyway. And the way they're working this is they're putting up $100,000 in prize money. The grand prize winner gets $50K. Another 100 people each win 500. So that's quite a few people that can win money. And I've seen a lot of challenges over the years. I've done a few of them myself. I do them rarely these days. I don't like the short-term nature of challenges usually. Most of them are marketing gimmicks to get you in a program. And, fair point. I've even done them in a way to say, hey, look what we can do together. And here's my program if you want to keep doing that. And I'll probably do more challenges like that in the future if they're value added for folks. But I think this challenge that MacroFactor has is a little bit different because it's tied to actually tracking your nutrition. So it's not just getting the results, however you can. They want to see the evidence of the process, which is pretty cool. And it's working toward the sustainable results using, in my opinion, the most accurate nutrition app available that also does something that no other app does, and that is it calculates your metabolism. A lot of people say, hey, I already use Chronometer, I use MyFitnessPal. I'm like, yeah, well, those are great food loggers, and I don't even think they're very good at that. They're slower, they're buggier, they have a lot of errors in their databases, and I'm biased, I get it. But MacroFactor is not just a logging app, it also dynamically calculates your expenditure. And then when you check in on Monday with the app, it gives you updated calories and macros. So when people say, hey, how much protein should I eat? I'm like, just use MacroFactor and you'll know exactly how much to eat for your goal, for your background, for your demographics, everything based on the evidence. And if you've been listening to the show for a while, you know I'm a huge fan of this app. Not because they sponsor me. They don't sponsor me. I'm an affiliate, which means I get a cut when people sign up. But they're not like a sponsor for me. They don't ask me to advertise on their behalf or anything. But I don't do it for that anyway. I do it because it's legitimately the only app that figures out your true maintenance calories based on your actual data. And I've done many promotions where I will kick back the price of MacroFactor to folks to get them to use it because I want them to use it. I know it's going to help. From my own experience, when I switched to MacroFactor back in 2020, when did they launch? 2021, I think. I thought I knew how to calculate maintenance calories. I thought that, okay, I just track my food and my weight. But I still couldn't quite dial it in. And a lot of you aren't even doing that, and I understand because it's very confusing and there's a lot of calculations involved and tracking and all this. But after a few weeks of tracking in MacroFactor, I started to understand, okay, this is what's happening. When I lose weight, my expenditure starts to drop like a rock pretty quickly because of all the adaptations, but I didn't quite get that was happening. Now I know after multiple cuts that my personal metabolism can drop by about 600 to 800 calories over the course of a diet. That is a lot. And if you don't know that that's happening, you can't keep up with it, and then you get frustrated with plateaus. On the other hand, my metabolism does the same thing the opposite direction. When I'm in a gaining phase, it starts to skyrocket, and I have to keep eating more and more and more just to keep up. But I have the data now to do it because I'm using MacroFactor. If you're just using a calculator or you're trying to do it by hand, you're just not going to get that level of accuracy. And then you're going to either leave gains on the table or make things way harder than they need to be. So it adapts with you. And as your metabolism changes, which it will during a fat loss phase, it adjusts your targets automatically. You don't have to guess. No more plateaus. So I think it's a massive help even when I'm working with clients. So yes, My nutrition coaching clients, I have them use the app, and I've had other coaches say, why do you do that? It's like taking your job away from you. I said, yeah, if you're a macro coach, it is. I'm not a macro coach. All right. I'm a people coach. I help people with their roadblocks, with their mental shifts to their accountability, the support, understanding how to personalize it, dealing with going out to eat and sleep and stress and their training and fixing their form. And there's a million other things that have nothing to do with macros. I don't want to be calculating macros for them. I'd rather an app that can do it better than me do it for them. So you're hearing all of this. You're like, okay, great. Tell me more about the challenge. The challenge is pretty straightforward. And by the way, if you're confused about how to use the app at all and you've never used it, I created a video a while back. It's on my YouTube channel. I will include the link in the show notes, and it shows you step-by-step, screen by screen, not only how to download, but how to set it up the first time with all the settings. Okay, every single screen, it sets it up so you're ready to go to set up your initial maintenance before you go through the transformation phase. The challenge itself is straightforward. First, you're going to download MacroFactor. Get it in the App Store, whatever phone you use. Use my code WITS and WEIGHTS, all one word, WITS and WEIGHTS, and you'll get a free 2-week trial. Because yes, it's a paid app, but it's the best thing that money can buy. You're going to download MacroFactor, use my code WITS and WEIGHTS. You're going to sign up for the challenge between January 1st and 10th. So today is, what is today? 2nd, 3rd, whatever date this is coming out. So you still have about a week left. Then you submit your starting photos and info, and then you're going to track your nutrition and progress for about 100 days, January 10th to April 20th, and then you submit some stuff and then win some serious cash if you're picked. Okay, so I like that they're running this for 100 days because that is a good long enough time, right? That's a little over 3 months to make sustainable progress. It's not a crash diet. It's not like a, 20 days, 20 pounds in 20 days type challenge, anything extreme. It's just, hey, here's this app. We want you to see what it's like. It's powerful. It's going to guide you toward your goals, help you build habits that last, and you'll get there. And, whether or not you actually win any of this money, your life's going to be changed forever while you do it. And by the way, if you join our Physique University, we use the app there, and that's where you could actually get some hands-on coaching and support to get there. But I'm not going to promote that today. The link is always at the bottom of all my show notes for that. Today, I really just want you to consider getting the app and trying the challenge out. Watch the video that I link in the show notes on how to set it up, download MacroFactor, use the code WITS and WEIGHTS, and then you go to the link to the challenge, which will also be in the show notes. All right. Registration closes on January 10th, so don't wait too long once you hear this podcast. And again, honestly, if you don't win the prize money, you're going to have the tools and support to start transforming your physique. Well, you'll have the tools. Whether you have the support is really up to you and how much support you want and need. That's where our Facebook group, our coaching programs are all super helpful. But the app alone is totally worth it. And then the potential to win the 50K is just a bonus. All right. So if you go into the show notes, you'll see a link to the video on how to download and set it up, and then a link to the challenge, just to make it easy for you. You're going to see both those links. And if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram at Wits and Weights. Happy to answer any questions for you. And I'll talk to you next time here on the Wits and Weights podcast.